Welcome home to MEDITORIA. I am glad you are here again. If you are already in bed, settle in however feels right. Let the pillow hold your head the way it wants to tonight. Let the blanket be exactly the weight you need this evening. Tonight's story is about the other side of that wave, the one we talked about last time, about the state in which your body can finally be itself, not running, not defending, simply being. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and let this hour belong only to you. You lay down. The light is off. The blanket is on. Everything is ready for rest. And yet, rest is not here. Your body keeps going somewhere, even when there is nowhere to go. Your muscles are still carrying some invisible weight you never put down because you didn't know it was there. Thoughts move in circles. Your heart beats just a little louder than you'd like. Your shoulders are lying still, but lying tense, as if they could gather themselves and stand up at any moment. You wait for rest to switch on by itself, like a light from a switch. Now, or maybe now, but it doesn't switch on. As if someone inside you never got the message that the working day is over, that it's time to set down the weapons, that everything that felt urgent and important can wait until morning. And so you lie there, and it almost feels unfair. Your body is tired. Your mind is tired. The whole day is tired. And rest doesn't come, as if you needed to call it in some special way. And you don't know how. Maybe rest is not what we think it is. Maybe it isn't emptiness or absence at all. Maybe it's something very specific, something you have to learn to recognize, something that comes not because you lay down, but because something inside you heard the right signal. We have talked before about two pedals living inside you. One is the gas pedal. The other is the brake. They need each other the way day needs night, the way an inhale needs an exhale. Last time we spent an hour with the gas pedal, with the ancient guardian who lives just beneath the skin, with the wave that rises in the chest, uninvited, when something in the world looks like a threat. Tonight, the brake. But the brake is not a stop. It is not the engine dying. It is not a shutdown. Imagine a car moving along a mountain road, gradually slowing before a bend. It doesn't stop. It simply shifts into another speed. The speed at which you can take in what is passing by. Hear the river below. Notice the smell of the forest. Watch how the light falls on the leaves. That is the break, not the end of movement. A different quality of movement. This other branch inside you is not about death. It is about the slowest, deepest form of life. The form in which the heart can beat slower. The breath can reach deeper. The skin can grow warm. The belly can come alive. The face can soften. This is not the opposite of life. It is the core of life. And when this pedal is truly pressed, not for show, not with words, but deeply from the very inside, things begin to happen in the body that almost nobody talks about. Things the body has known how to do since birth, but rarely gets permission for. Remember how we described the gas pedal? Blood moved away from the skin toward the muscles. Palms went cold. The face grew pale. The stomach went still because there was no time for digestion. The heart quickened its rhythm. Breathing became short and shallow, just enough air to fight or run. The whole body became a survival instrument, an instrument with one focus, the threat. Now imagine someone quietly turning that process in reverse. The heart slows, as if someone invisible walked up to the metronome inside you and softly eased the pendulum, not stopped it. Just let it be calm again. A beat, a pause, a beat, a pause, and the pause grows just a little longer than it was a minute ago. The breath finds its way down on its own, not into the chest, into the belly. You suddenly notice that the belly rises and falls by itself, without any effort from you, as if the body remembered it has a diaphragm, and the diaphragm wants to work. Blood returns to the skin. It moves where it could not go in a state of alarm, to the face, and the face grows a little warmer, to the fingers, and the tips of the fingers come back to life, to the cheeks, to the earlobes, to the belly, which was cool all day. Saliva appears in the mouth, a small detail we usually ignore, but in anxiety, the mouth goes dry, And when the body calms, the tongue finds moisture again. That too is a signal. Somewhere deep inside, what was paused begins to stir. The stomach, the gut, the slow, quiet work the body had been putting off, waiting to be sure it wouldn't need to run. The body finally does what it had no resources for before. It digests. It restores. It heals small cuts and scrapes you didn't even know about. It puts you back together quietly, without your help, in those minutes while you are simply lying still. This is happening right now, if the body has let the process begin. And this state has recognizable signs. The body speaks of it, if you know where to listen. Where do you feel rest in yourself? Everyone has their own map, and no one else can see it. For some, rest comes first to the hands. Warmth spreads through the palms, reaches the tips of the fingers, as if someone passed a small source of warmth from inside and said, "Here, this is yours." You might try to notice right now what temperature your palms are. Simply observe. Don't change anything. Don't try to warm them. Just see what is there. For others, rest comes first to the eyelids. They become heavy. Not sleepy, heavy. A heaviness without exhaustion. The eyelids seem to ask to be left alone, to be allowed to rest the way they want to rest, without instructions. For others, rest lives in the jaw. You suddenly notice that your jaw was tense all day, all week, perhaps all your life. And now it lets go. The teeth stop touching each other. The tongue lifts away from the roof of the mouth. There is space inside the mouth. And you realize how much room is actually there when nothing is filling it. For others, rest arrives unexpectedly, as a deep sigh. It came on its own. You didn't ask for it. At some moment, the chest simply rose a little higher than usual, drew in more air than usual, and let go. And after that sigh, something inside shifted, became a little quieter. For others, rest is felt in the belly. The belly grows warm and soft, as if someone gently stroked it from the inside with a warm palm. None of this is a symptom list. It's not a diagnosis. It's the language your body uses to speak with you every time it is allowed to be itself. your personal map of rest. Only you know where your silence returns first. And if this silence resonates with you, if you feel this hour slowly finding you, just notice it, and we move on. Because here it is very important not to mix one state up with another. Rest, the kind we are talking about, is easy to confuse with several things that look similar. And that confusion is worth untangling, because real rest is a very specific state. And until you know how it differs from its doubles, it's easy to mistake something else for it. Rest is not sleep. In sleep, you go away. Consciousness fades. You don't know what is happening to you until you wake up. Rest is different. In rest, you are here. You hear this quiet. You feel your body on the surface. You know you are breathing. But all of it, without effort. Nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be held. Rest is not departure. It is presence without tension. Rest is not exhaustion. Exhaustion is when something seems to pull you down, a heaviness without any light in it, gray, empty. You want to switch off, but switching off brings no relief. You wake up tired, lie down tired, live tired, but rest is a completely different kind of heaviness. It is a heaviness that carries warmth. The body becomes heavy because it has finally been given permission to sink. This is the heaviness of trust, not the heaviness of a burden. And most important, rest is not freezing. There is a state that can look similar from the outside. The body becomes still. Breathing becomes quiet. The face smooths out. But from the inside, it is entirely different. This is when the body shuts down, not from safety, but from too much danger. When there is no strength left to fight or run, and the body chooses the third door, becomes stone, becomes numb, becomes distant from itself. That is not rest. That is protection. And that state will have its own story another time. For now, one thing matters. Rest is a living state. Warm, soft, present. In rest, you don't go away. You return. And if rest is such a living, such a full state, then a simple and slightly painful question arises. Why is it so hard to enter? Why can a body that wants to rest lie for hours in darkness, in warmth, in quiet, and still not rest? The answer begins with one important thing. The body does not enter rest on command. It does not listen to the word relax. It doesn't really trust words at all. You can lie there and quietly repeat to yourself, rest, unwind, calm down, and nothing will change, because the body listens to something else. The body listens to context. It reads the space around it, the light falling on the eyelids, the sounds reaching the ears, the temperature of the air, the smells in the room, the surface beneath the back, the way you are lying. What was the last thing you saw? What you are holding? Who is near? From all of that sum, the body decides whether it can truly lower its guard right now, or whether it had better, just to be safe, stay on watch a little longer. And here is where it gets difficult. In the world we live in, signals of rest have almost disappeared. The bed stands in the same room as the screen. The screen is in the same room where work conversations happen. Work is in the same room where you talk to the people you love. Everything has merged. Boundaries have blurred. The place for rest and the place for anxiety no longer look different from each other. The body looks at this and cannot understand. Where is the post? And where is the rest stop? Where is readiness needed right now, and where can it be set down? It gets no clear answer. And so it does the reasonable thing. If uncertain, better stay on watch, just in case. It is not to blame for this. It is doing exactly what it was made to do. It guards. And if no one gives it the signal to stand down, it keeps guarding, even when you have lain down, even when you have closed your eyes, even when you very much want to sleep. Imagine a sentry at an old post. No one told him the war ended long ago. He doesn't know. He still stands in the rain, staring into the dark, listening for every sound. No one brought him orders. And he continues, because it is the only thing he knows. That is how your body works when it cannot enter rest. Not because you are weak, not because something is wrong with you, but because it never received a signal it trusts. But that is not the whole story. There is a second reason, quieter, older. It reaches further than just today. For some bodies, relaxing is especially difficult, and it has nothing to do with today. Not this day, not this week. It has to do with something that happened long before. At some point, sometimes very long ago, sometimes all through life, the body learned one thing. To relax means to miss something. To miss a danger. To miss something important. To miss the 1 second that required a response. To miss the mood of a grown-up that had shifted. To miss the creak of a door behind which anything could be waiting. To miss the expression on a face that warned something was coming. And the body remembered. It held on to a simple rule that was completely true at the time. Relaxing is a risk. Staying alert is safety. The watchful survive. And this rule worked so well that you are still here, because it carried you through. That was not weakness. That was wisdom. Wisdom that kept you safe. Wisdom worth being grateful for, not angry at. But now this world is different. The danger that was close back then may be far away now. The people who were near back then may no longer be near. The house where all of this happened may exist only in memory. But the rule keeps running, because the body doesn't know when rules can be canceled. It never received the notification. And so you lie in your adult bed, in a room where nothing bad is happening right now, in a quiet where there is no threat at all. And inside, an old sentry still stands at his post. And this sentry is not guarding you today. He is guarding the you of long ago. The you who once could not afford to relax. This is not your personality. It is not laziness. It is not weak nerves. It is the old wisdom of the body, which simply has not yet noticed that the world has changed, or that you are no longer there, or that the one you needed to be afraid of is no longer near. The good news, and this is very good news, is that the body knows how to learn. It knows how to notice that today's room is not like that one. It knows how to feel that this blanket is warm and soft. It knows how to hear that this voice is calm. It knows. It just needs enough times of seeing that here is not like there. And one day, on one of those times, something inside it shifts. And what almost nobody talks about out loud begins. At some point, the body crosses a threshold. You cannot catch this moment in advance. You cannot schedule it. You cannot summon it by will. It comes on its own, and often so quietly that you might miss it entirely if you don't know where to look. What does this threshold look like? Most often, like a sigh you didn't ask for. You were simply lying there, breathing however it came, and suddenly the chest rose a little higher than usual, took in more air, and then slowly, fully, let it go. This sigh came from somewhere inside. You didn't make it. It made itself. And after it, as if there is a little more room in the chest than there was before. Or like a yawn, a real one, through the whole chest, through the jaw, almost through tears. A yawn that makes things better, not because you want to sleep, but because in that moment, the body let something go. Something that had been held in the chest and jaw all day, or as a faint moisture in the eyes, not crying, not anxiety, just the eyes filled, for no reason, without a thought, as if somewhere inside, something very old found an exit that no one knew was there. Or it can come very quietly. You suddenly notice that your shoulders are lying lower than they were a minute ago, that you are not tensing your neck to hold your head, that your arms lie heavier, that your body has settled a few millimeters deeper into the mattress, as if it has finally trusted it. The body has crossed the threshold. In that moment, something changed at a level deeper than thought. The body received enough signals. Not one, many. They accumulated while you were simply lying there, listening. And at one of those moments, the sum crossed an invisible line, and the body believed. It didn't need words. It didn't need logic. It only needed this sum, quiet, unnamed, gathered from small things. And now a question arises. What signals were gathering all this time? What exactly does the body read to decide? Here it is safe to be soft. The body doesn't read promises, not intentions, not vows. It reads space. It reads light. Not light that strikes the eyes, but light that rests softly on the eyelids. Low light, warm light, light that resembles the glow of a fire in a hearth, light with no sharp edges, light that asks nothing of the eyes. When light like this surrounds you, the body recognizes something ancient in it, something from long before lamps existed, something that meant the day is coming to an end. No danger is visible. It is time to gather by the fire. It reads sounds, not loud or sharp ones, but the ones that carry rhythm. A faint murmur from somewhere far away, the breath of someone close, the creak of old wood in the walls of the house, the rustle of a blanket. When small, familiar sounds are around, the body assembles from them a picture of a world in which nothing has changed, which means nothing threatens. It reads smells. The smell of your own pillow, the smell of the room you have lived in for a long time, the smell of fabric, of laundry, of wood, of the tea you had this evening. The nose is one of the most ancient sentinels of the body. It recognizes the familiar faster than the mind can form a thought. And if the smell is familiar, the body exhales. It reads touch. The weight of the blanket on the chest. Exactly the kind of weight a warm hand had when someone covered you long ago. The softness of the pillow against the cheek. Warm fabric lying against the skin. A surface that holds. All of these touches are words to the body. And from these words, a simple message is formed. Someone covered you. Someone cared for you. You are not alone in the cold. It reads temperature. The temperature in which nothing needs to be done. No need to warm the hands. No need to throw off the blanket. No need to shiver. The temperature in which the body can forget about itself because someone has already taken care of it. And from all of this, from light, sound, smell, touch, warmth, the body assembles one large answer. Here it is aloud. No need to be on alert here. Here you can lower your arms. Here you can be soft. This is a language without words. A language you forgot somewhere along the way. a language that is still inside you, because the body never forgets it. And among all these signals that the body reads, there is one, the fastest, the oldest, the most direct. The body has known it since the very first seconds of life, before it even opened its eyes in this world. This signal is the exhale, the long exhale, not the inhale, the exhale. If rest has a single password, it is the exhale that flows just a little longer than the inhale, not by much, not twice as long, just a little. One soft continuation, one small pause in which the air keeps leaving just a little more, though it seemed there was nothing left. The body knows this rhythm before you knew your own name. Look inward at a sleeping infant. The inhale short, the exhale long and soft, as if the air leaves on its own, without effort. Remember the breathing of someone sleeping deeply beside you. Their exhale flows. It doesn't end abruptly. It slowly fades. That is how one breathes when there is nothing to run from. That is how one breathes when no one is chasing. That is how one breathes when they are finally home. And when you let your exhale be just a little longer, something in you hears that rhythm and recognizes it. This is not a muscular movement. This is not a technique. This is not an exercise. It is a return to the way the body breathed at the very beginning, when the world asked nothing of it yet. You can simply try this now, without changing anything deliberately. Just let the exhale flow a little longer, one quiet moment longer than before, and then let the new inhale come when it wants to, without counting, without control, without a goal. And if you do this several times in a row, something inside the body begins to answer, quietly, not immediately, like an old acquaintance who has not seen you in a long time and doesn't recognize you right away. They look closer. Then they recognize. Then they come nearer. About breathing as its own conversation. That is for other stories. There will be more there about how breath works together with the heart, about why a long exhale has such an effect on the body at all, about small, quiet practices you can carry with you anywhere. That is for another time. Tonight, Only one thing, one sensation. A long, slow, unhurried exhale. Like a password at a door you have been searching for all this time, not knowing the key was already with you. And when you speak this password, not out loud, but through the body, the door begins to open, slowly, in its own way, in its own time. And behind that door begins something worth seeing all the way through. Rest does not come all at once, and not in a single moment. It comes in layers, like warm water filling an empty vessel, slowly from the bottom up. First the floor, then the walls, then a little higher, then higher still. The first thing that often comes is warmth in the fingers. You suddenly notice that the tips of your fingers, which were cool half an hour ago, are now warm. Blood has returned to where it could not go while you were on watch. A small thing. But everything else begins from here. Then the belly lets go. Something that was held in the belly all day begins to slowly release. You don't even remember when it started holding. Maybe this morning, maybe a month ago, maybe longer. The belly becomes soft. And this is not the softness of indifference. It is the softness of trust. The belly has finally believed that no one is going to strike it. Then the shoulders become soft. They sink a little lower. You are surprised to find they can go still lower. You thought they were already lying down, but only now do they truly lie down. And the neck finally gets the freedom it was missing all through this long day. Then it is the mind's turn. Thoughts begin to slow, not because you stopped them, not because you fought them, but because they have nowhere to hurry now. They were moving fast while there was anxiety inside to drive them. Now the anxiety has let go, and the thoughts slow on their own. Pauses appear between them, pauses in which nothing happens. And this nothing is very pleasant. Then something in the chest lets go. Something you didn't know was there. Something that had been held so long it became part of you. And you stopped noticing it. And now it lets go. And there is a little more room in the chest than there has always been. Then something in the jaw lets go. In the forehead, between the brows, you suddenly notice that the forehead was gathered in a faint crease all day, or maybe all week. And now the crease smooths out, without your involvement, on its own. All of this takes time, not seconds, minutes. Rest has its own schedule, and it is slower than we are used to expecting. We live in a world where results are needed now. But the body does not live in that world. It lives in its own. A world where layers unfold one after another at their own pace, and nothing can be hurried. And if rest has its own schedule, only one question remains. Where are you on this road right now? Right now. This minute. In this room. Listen. Something has already changed. Not greatly. Not loudly. But something. Maybe the fingers are a little warmer than when you first lay down. Maybe the shoulders have grown a little heavier, not from tiredness, but because they are finally allowed to be. Maybe a sigh came on its own while you were listening to this voice. Maybe the jaw released just slightly. Maybe one of those places that usually holds has let go a little. You are already on this road. You didn't need to start. The body started on its own. While you were listening, while the words were sounding, while the signals were quietly accumulating one by one, the body was reading them. It was gathering its sum. And at some point, that sum crossed the invisible line. And the body believed. Here, it is allowed. The sentry inside you, that old sentry who stood at the post all night, all week, all these years, sat down, folded his hands, looked at the fire. No one gave him an order. He heard it himself, in the light, in the sound, in the smell of the blanket, in the long exhale, in the fact that no one was asking him to be ready. That ancient guardian we spoke of last time, the one who lives beneath the skin and raises the wave at the slightest threat. He hears this too. He does not leave. He never leaves. He simply lowers his hands and looks in the same direction as the sentry, toward the fire, toward the warmth, toward the quiet where there is nothing left to guard. The wave that searched all day for the shore seems to have found it. The very shore we talked about. It did not arrive because you led it there. It came on its own. in its own way, in its own time. There is no tiger here. There is no pursuit. There is no one here who wishes you harm. There is only you, a warm blanket, the quiet of the room, and this slow, full, unhurried breath. Rest is not emptiness, not shut down, not absence. It is the most alive form of life, the form in which the body can finally be itself, do what it was made for, digest, restore, gather love. You cannot rush into it. You cannot leap into it. You can only slowly sink into it. When the signals have gathered, when the old sentry has believed, when the exhale grew a little longer, when warmth came to the fingers, when all of it added up to something the body recognized as home. You are very close right now, or maybe you are already there. Another time we will meet with a strange state, the one that looks like rest from the outside, but is built entirely differently within. That will be its own quiet story. But tonight, it is not about that. Tonight, only about the warmth that is already here, about the weight of the blanket, about the slow exhale that flows on its own, about the sentry who sat down by the fire. Let this stay with you a little longer. Let everything that has begun inside continue at its own pace, without your involvement, without hurry, without any goal. You are home